Hi, welcome back to Mawazo. My name is Mumbi Wanjiro. Here we are trashing taboos, claiming our sexy and owning it. And today I have a special guest. I am joined by my very good friend. He'll tell us his name and why he's here. What's your name and why are you here?
Okay, I'm here so that we can talk. You know, there is the best thing in this life and to understand things is when we talk them. Because if you don't talk, how will you understand these things?
Yes.
At the same time, people have so many things they have in them, but they are like, sitaongea, what will they think of me? But these things are real. They are things that we're meeting every day. My name is John Wagatua. Yes.
Yes, his name is John, and he's a sexpert like me. You call him sexpert. He's a sexpert, and he's here to give his opinion because Nancy and I have for a very long time dominated this place and given our Mawazo. So Mawazo is basically you sharing your thoughts on certain things, and here of course we talk about sex, intimacy, sexuality. I can see you're smiling.
My passion is, when you love something, I love it, and I'm passionate about sex. Wow. So I think that is what was easy for you even to get me, and because when you're passionate about something, it is even reveals when it is being spoken. You cannot even finish if you start a conversation with a new person. You can never go for 15 minutes and you have not spoken about sex. Yeah. It's not that you are bad or it's not that you're thinking too much of sex, but only that you're passionate about it, and it's something real. It's something that we do every day. It's something that we are thinking, even if you don't have a partner, like you're doing you're very active sexually, you're thinking about it. Why? Maybe you even have fantasies. Yes. So these fantasies are some of the things that show that you are a sexual being. Yes. Because one of the things actually that is used even to identify gender is sex. Yeah, sex. Yeah. Yeah, and very, very often I keep telling people on Mawazo, sex is not intercourse. Yeah. Sex, there's so much about sex that people ignore and think that sex is a man on top of a woman having intercourse. Oh, sex is beyond that. Yeah. There are so many things that you can term as sex, but when someone looks at it, they don't think it is sex. Yeah. And so many everyday activities and simple actions are sexual without even meaning to be sexual. Yeah, that's very true. I could touch you like this, and for you it turns sexual. I could communicate something just by touching you like that. For anyone around here, they'll not notice that it was sexual, but I have sent a message. Yeah, that's very true. For example, you touch someone's hair, and it turns them on. Oh, they're like, you even hear they're producing, as you continue even to touch deeper, even the scalp, there's some voices, they start even voicing it out. Yeah. You just touch someone's fingers, slightly like in the middle of the fingers, with the tips of your fingers, and then you feel like they are reacting towards that. To them, it has just become sexual. Yes. So it's not about the intercourse only. No. There is so much. Even what you're thinking in your mind, there's someone who thinks about something, and it takes them to so many very high levels, to an extent that they reach even orgasm. And they're just thinking, they're just alone. They're in one place, meditating deeply about something, and it takes them to other very heightened levels of sexuality. Yeah. So sex is beyond that meeting between a man and a woman. Yes. And I think we'll cover that the next time we talk about intimacy, because you have to be very connected with someone intimately for you to be able to have that effect on them. Yeah. But today we are talking about how to keep. Now you have been intimate. You've created that environment of intimacy, right? Yeah. We are sexual beings. We are attracted to each other sexually. We want to be together. You want me and I want you. So how do we keep that passion alive? Now that we've come to a point of I like you, or I love you, or I want to be intimate with you, and I have allowed you in my space. I have allowed myself to be vulnerable with you, because I keep telling people on Mawazo, intimacy cannot happen unless you're willing to be vulnerable. That's very true. You have to be willing to be very vulnerable. So how do we keep that passion alive? Because now we've had sex the first time, 2 times, 10 years down the line. How do you make me feel the same way about you? How do you make me feel crazy about you? So when it comes to passion, when you're talking about the love triangle, passion appears somewhere. Yeah. When you're talking about love triangle, there is passion, there is intimacy, and there is usually the decision making. Yeah. So passion keeps coming up. Then now, when you go to passion itself, now you move along from this theory, because that is a theory that gives you, actually, when you in that triangle, it gives you 8 types of love.
Yeah.
But when you go to passion itself, I also form another triangle. Passion has 3 things on its own. It has the intimacy, it has the sensuality, not sexuality, sensuality, and then it also has the thrill. Because what do most people lose? They lose the thrill that you feel. Oh, when I see that person, like for example, you're in a crowd. Maybe you're in a hotel, your spouse or your loved one has told you they're going to come meet you for a coffee date. Then maybe they're a little bit late, so you keep on checking on the doorway. So everyone who enters, you look at them. When you see the person that you're waiting at, or the person that you love, there is that feeling, good feeling, yes, that is going on inside you. That is now the thrill. Then you come from there, you go to something that whatever you've just spoken about, intimacy. It is part of passion, whereby we are no longer feeling or allowing ourselves to be vulnerable with each other. Like I feel, nowadays I have changed, even my body has changed, so how will they feel when I undress? So you're like, so that vulnerability has disappeared, and then now the sensuality, whereby you are able to feel every touch of this particular person. So right now, whatever is happening is that whatever they touch you, it's like it's just like any another person who has touched you. Kama tu makanga venye tu kuingiza kwa gari.
I don't.
You know, that is why you find some men, they are walking as if they are ameinama upande mmoja. It's because pengine amevunjwa bavu usiku bwana. And you know this part is so tough.
Yeah, it's very hard.
Yeah, and then already mtu ameshavunjwa mbavu. Why? Because whenever they touch you, that touch has no impact on you. So it means then again also your sensuality has been lost. So these are the areas that you need to work on, so that you can balance this triangle and make sure that things are coming back, so that when they touch you, how are you feeling after they touch you? Because and that is where by now you start improvising, getting to know the things. Because sometimes what I know is that things change. Things change. For example, the lady you had when she was 25, when you married her, when she was 28, the naivety has gone.
Of course.
She was very naive. The naivety has gone. She has already started knowing herself. Probably she even knows better where she should be touched. And then yourself, instead of touching her, you are detaching from her. Because now some of us, they realize, ameanza kukua na kichwa ngumu.
And there's something I really want people to know, both from the female and the male perspective, from the perspective of a dominant and a submissive. As people grow, they change. What they liked 10 years ago, or 2 months ago, or even yesterday, is not the same thing they want today. So are you willing, in terms of being intimate, are you willing to accommodate those changes? Because even you are changing. There are things you want, certain ways you want them. The things you really liked or you were very hyped up about before, or give you butterflies before, that no longer really work right now. So you need to know that growth is not rebellion.
That's true.
Because most of the time, growth is termed as rebellion. Especially for people who got married at a very young age. Like you're saying, you grow and you discover your body, and now you're more confident. And confidence is the most sexiest thing in the world. Confidence is the first thing someone feels attractive towards you.
Actually,
about.
Most ladies, they are attracted to
confidence.
A man who is more confident than a man who is not confident. Actually, to some ladies, it is just a turn on. Like, this man has decided, I am worth his time. So that one already for a lady is a turn on. So, as you have said it, most of us, we are like, You find that, like, for example, a lady who has started understanding herself. And it's just as simply as, for example, you see a lady who is about that age and she has decided to shave. Or she has decided to go on some dreads. And then someone is like, no, you see, she has changed. You see, she has transformed herself. She has decided even to shave.
She's doing it for other men.
Yes.
That's the most stupid thing, I think.
And you see, the thing is, what she's doing is she's appreciating herself more. She is bringing herself out there. Not like, I am a new person. And you know, even the body changes. Even the body changes. For example, when a lady reaches a point and she realizes that she has already got enough children. So she's not like using that. She can even start using maybe a permanent method of as a contraceptive method, which is a permanent one. And you realize this lady can be able now even to engage in more sex than earlier. Why? Because she's not worried of getting pregnant. She has already decided, I've already got enough children. So she can do sex anytime without being worried about getting pregnant. So this lady wants more. At the end of the day, she will want more. And then you realize, even some of them, they start now demanding. Like, I want to ask for sex now. And then the man is like, okay, what is happening here? So, and that is the thing. So passion, you need to twist some few things. So that, for example, is it intimacy? Vulnerability? Have you been doing it the same way? The same style? The same praise for the last 5 years? So an extent you have become predictable. That is one thing that kills passion, whereby you are too much predictable. Like he comes, he touches me here,
and then next I know where he'll touch next. I think predictability and monotony. Ile too, I know we can only do missionary.
Yes.
You will never turn me, and you don't even know what my back looks like. You don't even know which other side of my body looks brown or blue, Predictability and monotony. Same position, same style, same room. Like, and this notion of people having sex is just in the bedroom. Sex is anywhere, anytime, whenever. When you're in town or you're working and you feel hungry. You go to the next best place where to eat. Why not have sex wherever it is? Because we have agreed, we are consenting adults.
Yeah, that's very true.
So we can have it anywhere.
If you're in the house, actually, that sex that you do when you're risking. It's like you're doing it on a table and the table might break any time, or the chair might break any time. On itself, there are some things that it triggers in you.
That adrenaline rush just adds
it has the passion to it, whereby you're like, because you're feeling like there's something. Ile sex unafanya like unajua utaweza kuhutiriwa. Like you're doing sex on the bush. When was the last time you did sex on the bush? Just you go to wherever you go to, if you go to Nanyuki and then you park your car somewhere, wherever, and then you put her on the bonnet, not inside the car, on the bonnet. Outside. And then someone might find you doing it there or on the side of the car. That thing that is ringing in your head, unajua mnaweza mkaona. And probably, it might be a fantasy of someone.
Yeah, it could be. It could be.
And that fantasy, they have been praying it in their head or again and again. When you do such a thing, the passion spark comes back. So you stop that predictability. Tutafanya true.
In the bedroom, every first Monday of the month at 8 p.m. No other time. But from then.
The people who don't have spontaneous sex.
Why though? Why? What is your life?
There are people who don't know what is a quickie. Have you ever done, the people who have never done a rough sex, like umekuja, it is spontaneous, umeshikwa mmeanzania hapo.
There's something I keep telling people. Sometimes there's something we call making love. That slow, passionate, sensual, you touch me, that one is good. It is good. But sometimes your woman just wants you to come in, hold her, throw her against the wall, bend her over, twist and turn her, and she will love it. She will. Now the fact that you have to wait for me to go to bed.
Already I know. I already know there's no anticipation. And then the other thing is, when you kill predictability, anticipation is also a turn on for a woman.
Exactly.
Like I don't know what is gonna do sex next. Even when you're doing sex itself, by the way, the actual act of sex now, the actual act of intercourse, there are several different movements that a man should know. Not that all the time we are too deep. No.
Just thrusting.
Actually, you think there is something that we say. For example, the fellowship, church fellowship, Pentecostal people. You might think there is a fellowship in a bedroom because the scrapping that is going on around. You need to have something that is like, at times you're doing shallow movement. At times you're doing the deep movements. At times you're giving her like something, the tip of the head, you know, that one in itself. You don't also have to thrust all the way until you reach the climax level. You can like, okay, you go maybe 2 minutes and then you go down on her. Yeah. Or you do something else or in her body. And then with that, it makes her be like, okay, I don't know what he's gonna do next.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm here, yes. Yeah. I have been vulnerable enough, but hey, what is he going to do next to me? Yeah. Every man should learn to do different movements. Yeah. Because in them actually it's one way also even of solving premature ejaculation. Yeah, aging. Yeah. Whereby you are just going all the way up there. No, at times you reach at some point and then you reduce the tension maybe by going down there. And you can even go for half an hour. If you're being used to going 5-7 minutes, if you want to extend that time, when you're almost there, just withdraw. Start doing something else on her body. The other thing to bring passion back is exploring. Oh yes. How much do I know your body? This you've mentioned it, but you've mentioned it slightly. Whereby you find someone, they don't even know their woman from the back. Yeah. They don't know their woman when she's coming from top. You know, those you're used to seeing her fondly, you know, her twins. You're used to seeing her when they're down there. What if when they're coming from up, Yani she's on top. She's doing the cowgirl. How can she take it? You know, sometimes it's good you allow her, even if she's always, you're always the dominant one, she's the submissive one. At times, give her the, you know, the
let her dominate. Yeah.
Just allow her to dominate.
And actually, I think most of the time, I could speak as a woman. Most of the time, we have better orgasms if we are dominating, because we know how to what movement works for us. We know how deep we want it. And one thing you talked about depth and thrusting and always going deep inside. I keep telling most men, whatever you need to make me have a cloud 9 experience is at the entrance of my vagina. You don't have to go into the bedroom and the kitchen in there. No, the entrance of my vagina. Everything you need to make me call you daddy is at the entrance of my vagina.
Funny, how deep is the G-spot? 2.5 inches.
But most people don't even know what it is, and they don't care, because most people think coming is the goal. Coming is not the goal of lovemaking or having sex. Coming is not the goal. It is as a result of having sex, but it is not the goal.
It's about the journey.
Yeah. So you enjoy. You don't want to have pleasure, because people don't believe that you can enjoy the pleasure of sex and not necessarily come.
Oh yeah.
You can go without having an orgasm, but you have really, really enjoyed the pleasure of the journey.
And you know what I've said is that, what I think that is a topic that we will discuss.
Yeah, we will.
Because I think men need to be trained that and to understand that men can have an orgasm as well.
Yes. That one, hold it. We'll bring you another video. I want us to do a special video on that one, because I know men will bash us for that one. But I can't wait for that bashing. Yeah, because they need to know.
They need to know that it's not about all the time that you have to reach there. You can even go with an orgasm without reaching ejaculation level. So, with passion, you have to do things that you're not used to doing.
Be open-minded.
Allow yourself to be vulnerable, so that the intimacy, because intimacy brings the connection. Yes. Because how much do you talk even about sex? By the way, most of you, do you sit down and do something that we call a rate card? Do you rate each other?
Yeah.
Like positively. I'm not telling you how you did to put you down. No, I'm telling you so that next time maybe you can try something new. Yeah. So do you rate each other? Do you talk to each other and tell each other, I feel like if you'd have touched me here, I would have felt better. Again, there's some women who are very ashamed. They know what should be done to them, but they're not willing to tell their partner. Like, if I was touched here, if I was touched this way, if I was done this way, I would feel more better.
Yeah. And on the red card, one thing I really, really insist on, you need to understand that this person is telling me this to help me improve. I am not attacking your personality. I'm not attacking your manhood.
Yes, that's
I'm
true.
not attacking you. This is just correction. Because we are talking about what you're doing to my body. I know you have been with other women. I know they liked you tuning their twins as if you're looking for radio station.
But there's some
and that worked. Yeah, and that worked for them.
Yeah.
I'm sure that they select being sucked and licked certain ways, but that worked for them. One mistake we always make is assuming, because I've been with ex-men, now this one, all the experience I've gathered from those men will work on this one. That is a very wrong misinterpretation of how sex works, because we are all different. You could have been with 100 women, and then you come to me and you find that nothing you have done with 100 women works for me.
Oh yeah.
And that is why the rate card is very, very important, and we need to be very open-minded and not take offense.
Mm-hmm.
Don't take offense if they say, okay, next time don't lick me like this, next time don't tighten your grip, next time don't put your tongue. There's something I want you to tell us here.
What is it?
Putting your tongue in my ears. Why do you do it? Why do men do that?
Is that part of passion?
Yeah, apparently you put your tongue in my ears. And apparently that's supposed to turn me on. And one thing I wonder, me as Mombi, I'm not speaking for any other woman, but me as Mombi, I wonder, do you know how bitter earwax is? How does that turn you on?
Some tend to think it's part of no, it is part of fabric for some.
Yeah, it is.
And
but
some ladies enjoy. Some ladies enjoy that.
How?
Oh, they really do. They really do. It's only that some of them, some men also don't know that how to do it.
Yeah.
Because you find someone now. What is it?
I'm just imagining.
You're almost shivering.
Yeah,
you're even shivering.
Yeah, that's saliva in my ear. I feel like I'm drowning.
That's now the key. Saliva. Just the same thing as kissing. There are people, you know, when you become sexually turned on, your glands in the body, even in your system,
they go on overdrive.
Same case, even that is why you have lubricant on that beautiful vulva. The whole of it, you know, even the clit itself, it has its own glands that secrete some lubrication of its own. So what happens is that when you're turned on, there's that overdrive of these glands. Now they start secreting more. Same case with the mouth. So what happens is that most of us, we don't know, and I think that one goes also with kissing. Ndio nasikia mtu amesema nilipakwa mate ni kama kandama kalikuwa kananinyonya.
You have to learn how to kiss while swallowing your own saliva. I will not swallow your saliva for you. And that's I think one thing I from my own judgment, John, I think you will correct me if I'm wrong. If someone cannot kiss well, they cannot they cannot have sex well. And
then there's some ladies who say opposite, that if someone can kiss well, they cannot have it's like you have to be good in one area.
Experience. If someone does not kiss well, then I think like kissing is the simplest of the acts of sex.
Yeah.
So if you cannot invest in learning how to kiss properly, if you're putting your tongue in my mouth the moment we come in contact with each other, which is okay, put your tongue in my mouth, but come slowly. Don't just attack me.
You know, just like what you have said, and it's one other thing that kills passion is the speed.
Yes.
You have to have a slow hand. You have the speed. Kuna watu wanakuwa na speed ingine, like they come on you, amekutoa manguo sijui ni nini. It's like
some of them don't even take off our underwear. You just slide to unlock.
Actually, even most men, I actually tell men wherever I go, for example, even in a conference of men, I tell them, invest in knowing the type of bra that your wife has. Some of our wives, for example, they have the bra that, where is the fastener? Is it in the middle here? If it is at the back, is it up and down?
And how many are they?
Not even how many there are there, but at least you can know, is it up and down or is it sideways?
Interlocking,
So if you get to know some of these small facts, you'll be able, because you find a certain man, and this one kills passion for a lady. Amechukua tu bra, amezifanya hivi. So the soldiers are left there with these beautiful twins, zimesha kuaruzanishwa.
And it's painful.
Same case with now the panty. Unakuta mtu anaitoa somewhere, and
some of them remove with their foot.
That is what I'm saying. I'm going there. Anaitoa. Let me give an example with you. I know you'll not be offended. Anaifikisha hapa. Akishaifikisha hapa ni kwa sababu ile haraka ako nayo, anaingiza mguu, anaisukuma so inakuja ikikuteleza, ikiteremka all the way, inaenda ikikukwaruza. So unajikuta huku kote umekwaruzwa na ina why speed ni ya nini? If you really
take your time,
if you really want to be sensual, so itoe tu hata na meno.
Exactly.
Itoe tu na meno uitemshe, and you know some ladies are also willing atajiinua tu vizuri ya kuruhusu itoke na huku, you know.
And I think that from a few men I've talked to, that's a turn on. You know, when you're removing her underwear and she suddenly lifts her butt up.
Yeah,
I've heard that is like a welcome mat.
Yes.
Okay. Well, this topic is very vast. I think we'll continue.
But then men need to.
We'll talk about that next one. We are doing part 2 of this because I think we've not even covered anything. But thank you so much for watching. My name is Mombi Wanjiro. This is my friend John. We're going to cover a few topics together, and I hope you guys will comment and ask your questions. Ask him anything. Ask him anything you want.
No, I'm not shy.
He's
ask
not
me.
shy.
Ask me.
He's like me, or maybe more. So yeah, thank you so much for joining us. Welcome back next time. For those who have just joined us, please subscribe. Subscribe is here, the red word. It's in red, bold. So please subscribe. See you next time. This has been Mawazo. Trash your taboos, claim your sexy, and own it.